me first start by saying thank you for staying. I was wondering if I was going to be here only with the crew. They've seen this presentation before, heard my messages before, so then I was asking her, do I have to repeat it, or actually there is somebody here, but thanks for staying, to you, and everyone there. I'll keep this brief, I'll keep this snappy, but I'll still try and make it relevant and important in terms of what I'd like to carry as a message. It's called FIRE. Of course, it's an acronym, and there is enough fire in each one of you for what life has in store for you. All of you, I'm assuming, are here for education, and education, very simply put, is, is not the end. It is only a means to an end. And that end of your education leads to, variety of things that you will pursue. Whether it's employment, profession, you'll do a startup, you'll do a passion, But I think, and all of this that you do, finally is for what purpose? Why do you do what you do? Paisa. Let's be real. In the journey, you will help many people. You will create change in society. But the objective that you start with is not to change society, is to make money. The second other objective that everybody carries is one simple thing that, and I'll just jump through some of this, is that can I retire early enough in life, right? How old are you? 24, and you are? 24 and 26, and if I had to ask any of you at the back, aspirationally, what's your retirement age? 55? Wow, that's 15 years more than what I've always heard as an answer, which is, oh, I'd like to retire by 40, okay? But whether it is 55 or whether it is 40, all you need to do is create this financial reservoir, which will keep pouring out a little money whenever you need it every month. You create this cash flow, and the outcome of that is what we call FIRE, which is nothing but financial independence to retire early. And to that end, I think, making money outside the profession that you pursue is a fairly simple formula of life. Small sums of money for long periods of time with reasonable returns translates into a outcome. 25,000 at 12% compounded over 25 years will give you 3 crores of rupees. But the reality of India is, if this is so simple to do, how many Indian households today actually have 3 crores in financial assets? The answer is, it's not too large account. So if this is so simple on a PPT slide, what really matters and what we lack is the discipline. Doing this is simple. This is not just theory, because if you actually go back in history, and you will see this, and I'll leave 3 messages behind with you folks in terms of what makes it possible. Begin early, the power of compounding, and inflation. And all of these 3 things you've heard enough of, whether it is school, college, or post-grad studies. But as simple as it sounds, you still don't have many Indians who have crores in financial assets. Begin early, and here's a superb one. A 10,000 rupees per month at a 9% interest started at age 0, by age 60 compounds to 28 crores. Okay? 12% translates into 129 crores. You are 26, you said, 24, right? So if your grandparent had started this journey at 12% for you, And, you know, in life, normally at 24 and 26, you will start at the age of 30. So just see what that difference is going to be between starting at age 0 and starting at age 30. You will start at 30 with 10,000 a month or maybe 100,000 rupees a month, 10 times the amount, but all you will end up with is about 3.5 crores. If your grandparents started this on your behalf at your birth, okay, and taught you by culture to say, बेटा बड़ों का आदर करना, बेटा झूठ मत बोलना, बेटा चोरी मत करना, और बेटा तुम्हारा मंथली इन्वेस्टमेंट कभी रोकना मत, मैंने शुरू कर दिया है, आप कभी रोकना मत. Can you imagine you'll end up with 129 crore? Now how many Indians have 129 crores? That number shrunk even further. At what rate of return are we talking about? At a return of only 12%. Is this theory and is this an Excel spreadsheet formula? The answer is no, because, in reality, the Sensex was created in the year 1980. And since 1980, how many years have passed by till date? 45. We were talking life's journey of 60 years. The Sensex has been a reality for the last 45 years. It has given 654 times multiplier. We were computing at 12% for arriving at 129 crores. In reality, the Sensex in the past has given 15%, not 12. You know what this number at 15% turns out to? That 129 crores translates into in excess of 350 crores. This is the importance of beginning early. In the conversation earlier, the formula given was earning minus expense cannot be investment. Earning 50% of your take-home salary in investment, baki jo karna hai, maze karo. If you want to make a change in your lifetime, this beginning early becomes an extremely important thing. And I can keep giving you many such examples, but the big takeaway I can put again, a very simple formula. If you don't start at 25, say you want to achieve 1.5 crore. Now you can make this 15, you can make this 150, just keep adding a 0 and move a comma. If you don't start at 25, 2,309 rupees per month to reach 1.5 crores at 60. So if you want 15 crores, it's 23,000. But instead of 25, you delayed to 30, that number went to 4,200. For every 5-year delay, you will have to do double the investment to achieve the same goal. This is the price investors pay for not starting early. So that's my first big message, you know, as far as really, and these are just examples of that. I think this is another very beautiful example, more relevant. Alisha, 20 years of age, can save 50,000 rupees or 5 lakhs a month. It doesn't matter. By age 40, at 12%, we'll end up with 46 lakhs of rupees. The next best I can give you is Sharan. For 5 years, took time off, had a boyfriend, went on holidays, started the journey at 25. Obviously, this 5 years, halved the corpus by the age of 40. Just remember, every 5 years, you'll need double the amount or you'll end up with half the corpus. Keep this formula in mind. Every 5-year delay will mean double the amount or half the corpus. A better example or worse example is Vaibhav. Started even 5 years later, but with double the amount, you still can never catch up in life. The winner is always somebody who starts early, invests regularly, and if you can top up that initial starting point, look at the difference between this and this. Both started at 20, Both started with the same amount, but a 20% incremental, not in expenses but investing, doubled the outcome in 15 years. This is the importance of starting early in life. Power of compounding, we all understand what that means. I think there is no better quote than what's put out here in terms of, and I'm sure you've read this, heard this often enough. You have enough seen all of these examples of compounding. But if life could compound money to double it every day, first day 1 rupee, second day 2 rupiya, तीसरे दिन पे 4 रुपया, चौथे दिन पे 8 रुपया, पांचवें दिन पे 16, एक महीने 31 दिन का कंपाउंडिंग कहां पर लेके जाएगा आपको? एनी गेसेस? अगर पैसा हर दिन डबल होते जाता है, एक महीने 31 दिन में ये रकम कितनी होगी? इसका जवाब एक्चुअली हकीकत में 107 करोड़ है. दिस इज हाउ योर मनी वुड बी एट द एंड ऑफ 31 दिन के बाद. बट जिंदगी ऐसे नहीं है, पैसा हर दिन डबल नहीं होता है. Investing world mein, and again, this is just another example of, if you took money, this is the formula that everybody learnt in life of compound interest, right? A is equal to P into 1 plus R to the power of N. Everyone in life focuses on two subjects in this formula. One is, jab tak I don't have big money, I will not start my investment journey. You believe that P is the relevant number. Oh, what 5,000 rupees? Oh, what 10,000? Oh, what 25,000? Big deal. Nothing will happen with it. That's true. The other thing that people focus on all their life is R. But the true factor that makes money is actually N. Because this is the only multiplier that there is, the only compounder that there is in the formula is N, and number of years that you give to your investment is far more important than how much you invested. And again, take a look at it. It is 654 times in 45 years, not in any 5 years. So the multiplier comes only because of time. The last subject, inflation. Inflation, everybody understands the theoretical aspect of inflation. These are all legitimate tender. आज भी आप ये इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो ये सिक्के, बट कोई भी एक सिक्का लेकर आप कोई भी एक चीज भी नहीं खरीद सकते हो. हॉल्स की गोली भी आज 1 रुपए की आती है, माचिस की डिब्बी भी 1 रुपए की आती है. यहाँ पर 2 50 पैसे के सिक्के लगेंगे, एक 50 पैसे के सिक्के में आप कुछ भी नहीं खरीद सकते हो. Inflation ate up these coins. That's our definition of inflation. So जब भी आप inflation के बारे में बात करोगे, आप हमेशा टमाटर के भाव, दूध के दाम, इसके बारे में बात हमेशा चलती रहेगी. हकीकत में this is not true inflation. True inflation is in our lifestyle. Yesterday's necessities or yesterday's luxuries. Having a television in the house, luxury था. फोन आप 12 साल रुकते थे जब घर में एक लैंडलाइन लगती थी. आई हैव बीन अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट जर्नी, और मेरे घर में एक जमाने में ये फोन था. ये पंखा और ये कैमरा आर ऑल yesterday's luxuries have become today's necessities. हर एक के घर में एसी है, मल्टीपल फोन्स है, फोन और कैमरा मर्ज हो गया एक ही चीज में. किसी के घर में टेलीविजन के डब्बे नहीं है, इट इज ऑल फ्लैट स्क्रीन. पूरे बिल्डिंग सोसाइटीज में एक टीवी होता था, सब उनके घर पे जाकर संडे शाम को पिक्चर देखते थे. आज हर एक के घर के हर कमरे में अपना खुद का टीवी है. Yesterday's luxuries are today's necessities. And the material aspirations that people carry is very different. My wife wants a handbag which starts at 2.5 lakh rupees. The first anniversary, not marriage, dating anniversary, I gave her a handbag from, if anybody knows, Linking Road in Bombay. It had cost me 275 rupees. And that was the handbag that I gave her. And then when she talks of this handbag, a reminder of that handbag. And we have this endless husband-wife PR going on between us. But this is what true inflation is in our material aspirations. It's not only with her, it's even with me. So I will not blame it only on her. The problem with lifestyle, and nobody is saying don't have a phone, don't have a fancy watch, don't go on a holiday, don't buy a nice fancy handbag. The problem with all of this is when you give this a priority over investing. And let me give you two very sharp examples of that. Lifestyle inflation is the worst inflation. You recognize this, right? That's the iPhone. The iPhone was launched in June 2007. It was launched at a price of $500. The dollar rupee at that time was 50. So you would have spent 25,000 rupees for a iPhone, first gen, first release. You were the proud owner of that. Today's value of that is, 100 rupees, because nobody is even disposing it from you for free. Now, many people cut their investment and bought the iPhone. But had you chosen to invest in the shares of Apple instead of buying the iPhone, you know what that would have been today? At $500, which is what you paid for the phone, you would have got 125 shares of Apple, because that time the price of the share was $4 a piece. Today, it is $250 a piece. And what you spent 50,000 rupees investing in the shares of Apple would today have been 28 lakh rupees in a matter of 18 years. Now, no one is saying don't buy the Apple phone, but normal human behavior is to buy the Apple phone, you will not invest, or lifestyle comes at the cost of investment. And here is another more domestic home example. I'm sure everybody has had sometime a Maruti car in their house or in their neighborhood. The Alto was launched in 2003. The price was 3 lakhs of rupees. ये गाड़ी ना लेते हुए आपने मारुति के शेयर लिए होते, आज वही 3 लाख रुपए 3 करोड़ रुपए बने होते, एंड आज ये एल्टो के बजाय आप रोल्स रॉयस चलाते रहते. This is lifestyle inflation. And watch for this, because if you ask me what's the greatest financial risk that all of you all carry, you're all sensible people, you're all well educated, you will all earn well. Lifestyle will eat up your investment capabilities or your willingness over there. Do not allow lifestyle to come in the way of being able to be independent, to retire, to pursue anything else that you'd like to do in life. I'd probably stop there, and yeah, that's all. Thank you.